asked to go out after our alarm went off and hasn't eaten anything yet. So I'm just going to suspect that he's ready for some food. Hey, bud. Good morning, everyone. Here, Morris. Come on, bud. Well, it's a chilly, close to 60 degrees out here. I say that because I have on basically super short sleeves and it's windy. Come here, bud. But no jacket. It's nice and refreshing. We've been waiting for this fall feeling air to come back in. Less humid and everything. It feels great out here. Hi, bud. Here you go, boys. Marty ate in the house and Marty's had his medicine. I haven't seen any more blood. I remain hopeful. Hi. When you stop right in front of me, I can't get over here to put the food down. Why didn't you jump up with Morris? I don't... It turned around. Why don't you jump up with Morris and get some moist food, Marty? That's gonna hurt. He doesn't love being carried, but I've brought him over here to try to talk him into eating some of the canned food. Marty, here. Here, Mart. Okay. That would be much better for your mouth if you would eat that instead of the other stuff, okay? Let your mouth heal. I am meeting Michelle to go shopping. Johnny said he might get up in time to go. He might ask Mr. Don to drop him off up there. We'll see. Don't know what else is on the agenda today. Mostly shopping and hanging out with Johnny. I'm probably going to offer Right Meow Cat Cafe when I get in from Guardian Angel. Alright, I got one heating pad on over there and one over here because we're going to be in the low 50s, possibly upper 40s. It's time to turn a couple on. Give them choices. We're fixing to go walk. I don't know. I mean, surely we'll be able to park and get out and walk outside over there, but I suspect there's still going to be a bunch of people and it may not be open all the way around. We won't be able to park in our normal place. We'll see. Hey, Gray. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Were you happy to see Johnny last night? I know you were. Hey, sweetie girl. Hi. Good girl. Well, Dawn just said it. They've cleaned up more than we would have expected. Well, that equipment is expensive to leave. You know, you got to move it on to the next site. But yeah, I can definitely see that the majority of the stuff has been cleaned up. The porta potty guy hasn't been out to pick up the porta potties yet, but actually he's here picking them up. So cool. So the guys in the RVs down there are with Lake Gaston Outfitters. I believe Lake Gaston is up near the Virginia border, whereas Gastonia is near the South Carolina border. And I'm off to shop. We got in a 25-minute walk, and we felt like we made a difference picking up trash. And we were impressed with how clean it was, considering the amount of people that spent the night up there last night. I think it was a combination of the bicyclists were respectful of the property. The outfitter team had already, done some cleaning up, and there were extra town people up there. So, but still, Don and I, walked and did along the fence lines and stuff where some things had blown, and had done a pretty good job of cleaning up also. And UPS guys coming on my left. Not my, it might have been my normal driver. All right, a little traffic jam here in the neighborhood this morning. So I had something I was printing for Michelle for Halloween to bring today, and overnight one of the pieces on the plate slipped because I hadn't cleaned the plate in forever and hadn't put any more glue on in forever, and I was using this UV color changing filament because I was printing a skull, and Dawn and I looked at all the color choices I had, and we didn't have an ivory, and beige was too pink, and glow in the dark green was too green, and white was too boring, so we ended up going with this UV filament that changes color in the sun, because it sort of looked like a cloudy, translucent white color. So anyway, one of them slipped and the machine caught it and it stopped printing, so it didn't, you know, mess up the machine or do anything crazy. It just waited for us to wake up and decide what to do. And as soon as Don went out there, he cleared the plate, cleaned the plate with alcohol and put new glue on it and restarted to print, but it just wasn't going to finish in time. I'm disappointed. My whole point is I was printing something for Michelle and I'm disappointed it wasn't done on time. So anyway, Johnny was still asleep. You know, I sort of, if there was, Johnny's here until noon tomorrow, and then he's back Saturday sometime. You know, tonight is my main time to spend with them. Well, and then of course Sunday the drive back to Charlotte. But anyway, we've got out St. Louis ribs for dinner, and we'll find something good to watch on TV as a family. And I'm gonna offer to take them to Write Me Out Cat Cafe when I get home. And you know, Johnny's going on 5 hours of sleep for a week now, trying to study for exams and spend extra time in the lab. So they were happy to sleep in this morning, is what I'm trying to say. I feel a little guilty going to Guardian Angel, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Let's see, what else is going on? I hear the construction on that Lowe's Foods, which is sort of between our house and the garden hut, or between our house and the greenway, that they're starting to do infrastructure turn lane stuff over there on Old Honeycutt Road near the intersection of Purfoy. And all I'm trying to say is that, you know, that's basically going to be a disaster for the town, because we've got two main east-west routes in town. We've got Main Street out there in front of the Walmart, and we've got Old Honeycutt Road that we take when we go to the landfill or the greenway or whatever. And they've already had one bad accident. Somebody cutting through where Coles is, Lake Stone Commons, and trying to make a left turn onto Old Honeycutt to get around the construction. 3 young girls were involved in a pretty serious accident over there. And it won't be the last one during the construction, I'm sure, with extra people trying to cut through Lake Stone Commons to get around the flagger. I don't know if that's what they did, but I do think that the flagging conditions and the road contributed to poor visibility where they were trying to turn out up there. I don't know that they were trying to cut around, but anyway, I'm sort of feeling about this the way I felt about the new Costco. I don't have anything against Costco. We don't have a large enough household. You know, I've got criteria for what I want to buy. Would be an extra trip on another day of the week up to the, you know, sort of halfway to Sam's house, I guess. You know, there's reasons why I don't have a Costco membership. But one of them is that it took them so long, over, you know, such a long amount of time to put in the turn lanes for that new Costco up there, that I just didn't want anything to do with shopping in that store when it was done, because it caused me so much grief and aggravation. And I think I'm going to feel the same way about this Lowe's food. But again, the thing that could convince me to shop there, because I've never shopped at Lowe's. I mean, I've been in the Lowe's food by Michelle's house quite a few times, but any regular, you know, and there's a few superchargers in the Lowe's Foods parking lot. So that's a reason to want to spend money at that business, because they support Tesla superchargers, EVs in general, but Tesla superchargers. So that would be a reason. But if that parking lot over there is actually big enough to handle the crowd and isn't a disaster area trying to get in and out of like the Harris Teeter is, and I guess I'll think about shopping over there anyway. But right now I'm just going to be irritated about the infrastructure improvements, and I don't know. I don't know. I did review the Bowling Road School Highway 401 Main Street road improvement plan with Dawn, and I guess I'm gonna, oh, the fire truck is visiting the kids at the daycare. Isn't that cool? You know, to this day, I remember taking a school field trip when I was in either kindergarten or first grade to the local fire station, and they gave us those little plastic, you know, hats. And I had that hat for years. That was like absolutely one of, I'm driving. That was absolutely one of the coolest, you know, young school field trips ever. I remember. To this day, I remember how cool that was. So yay for the firemen visiting the kids. I'm sure there's a handful of them that really enjoy that. Maybe not all, but I'm sure there are. So I think that's nice that they do that. And we need people interested in going into all kinds of careers. So nothing being wrong with, you know, being motivated by some people that are willing to serve in the community. I don't remember what I was talking about when I got excited by the fire truck. It's a nice day for a ride, boys. It's 64 degrees out there now. It was around 58, something like that when we got up. Oh, I know. I let Dawn know that I turned on 2 of the heating pads out back. That meant I had to unplug one of the fountains. So either later today or tomorrow, I'll clean that fountain and go ahead and store it. It's the one by the cat hotel. There's only but so many outlets over there. And actually, since I added the A device for turning on and off garden, I'm 1 outlet short of getting all the heating pads on over there. So I'm going to have to, you know, I usually just tell Don what I need and he goes and figures out a safe way to plug everything in because there's, you know, a lot of stuff plugged in. But I'll probably go and turn the one on the front porch on too. And Don understands. I got to let Morris know this is going to be my warm spot before he actually needs it. And I also thought maybe with Mark, you know, because it's going to be down in the low 50s or upper 40s. And that's the cats, they don't care if it's 100 out. I swear they don't. I like offer them to come in the air conditioning and they don't care. They just go find a cool place to lay on the ground and they're good. But they don't like cold. They really don't particularly like cold. So I have a right door pillar camera blocked or blinded, clean camera, or wait for it to regain visibility. And I'm going to tell you that this is a fall condensation problem and bright light. And that's all it is. And it happens every year this time of year for n number of days, and then it'll be fine. It would be a problem for this particular car if I was trying to, you know, do a drive, you know, unsupervised full self-driving. If it was trying to be a robo-taxi or any of that stuff, that would be an issue. The newer cars, I do not believe, have this problem like the older cars do. They've improved. They've put fans and things. But when I got into the car, I was surprised that Don had not turned on the air conditioning for me. I know, hear me out. Because the humidity inside the car was like 80%. You know, the garage was very humid. Don had the door open trying to get in a little bit of the cool, fresh air to dry things out in there without having to use electricity for the dehumidifier. But I was trying to say the garage was very humid. And so I'm not really surprised that I've got a condensation issue on the camera. And that one has had this problem before. So been there, done that. It'll be annoying for a few days. Michelle will be here shortly. So last night in the car we were talking about how to handle gray and Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I think what we decided is that we'll have a Thanksgiving dinner with Johnny down at his apartment so that he can not lose study time and not have to bring Gray back at Thanksgiving early before final exams. He'd really like they would really like to have Gray there for final exams. So, and Don seemed to think that would work out. We didn't decide what day that would be. Probably not Thanksgiving Day, but I think that could work. I do think that could work. So Anyway, Michelle should be here in a minute. Yeah, exams, Thanksgiving is late, and exams are really close to Thanksgiving. And Johnny, I can totally see the most stressful week of the semester. I'd really like to still have Gray with me. I get it. And also, it's a lot of wear and tear to come home while you're trying to study for final exams. So I think it could be a win all the way around. I think this is hilarious. And I also think it's an omen that we're really going to get snow this year. And then people are going to be really disappointed they got rid of their snow shovel because they haven't used it in 5 years. That's what I think. I'm hot because I wore long sleeves for fashion. I wore long sleeves anyway. I had on a windbreaker at the park this morning for like 2 minutes before I tied it around my waist and set, because it was windy out there. I brought it because it was windy. Windbreaker, you know. Anyway, Michelle didn't check the forecast. So cold girl over here has got short sleeves and shorts on.
And
I'm like, did you not know that the cold front came through overnight?
I watch the weather. I leave that to you.
And then I know I let you down. And then, because I do sometimes send her messages, you know it's going to rain during the school pickup this afternoon, right? You should be prepared, or other helpful messages like that. Anyway, we have a new purse. Hold it up a little higher.
Oh, my little jack-o'-lantern.
Yep. She says she got this at Gabe's.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Very cool. He's substantial. He's a hard shell.
He's heavy.
Yeah, and it's heavy. Oh, and look at this guy.
Yes. Yeah,
What-
these come from blind boxes. It's a mirror.
Okay, well, I saw the little. He
Yeah.
looks like. Tell me what's the name of those things? He looks like.
Like those little boo-boos?
Yeah, Labubu's.
This is like from, I don't know, three baby lambs or something. I can never remember. But you can move the eyes.
Pretty cute. Yeah, and she
And
has
this
a
is-
kitty cat from Temu.
And the new letter, pin, love, I don't know what they're called, the Labubu's.
Yep, and then she's got the Ghoul Gang.
Yes.
Okay, and Elvira earrings.
She's on here too.
Very nice. Secret history of mermaids and creatures of the deep.
That's beautiful. It's one of those really
And there's another Pete the Cat. I love my white shoes is the title.
Oh yeah, it's one of these ones.
Oh yeah, you got to put that on your shelf at home. I'd say it's a Scholastic special, and again, some poor parent paid $20 for that book, and then it got given away.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great idea. It's a wooden basket with a jack-o'-lantern face cut out. And it's real wood. So we can't complain this year about having to wait for them to put out Christmas stuff, because they've already put out a few things. People must have been asking, you know, if people want to spend money on it, you got to let them spend money on it. You got a Hedwig. That's right. Name, right? Hedwig? Yeah. Okay. I'm building the huge Lego one right now. And I do mean it's big. Dawn was like, wow, that thing's tall. And I'm like, duh. Yeah, it's tall.
It's a little snow. And then this is really cute. It's $3. It changes with the...
Oh, yeah, it's like those pillows. Yeah. Well, I've got black kitty socks and witch's legs so far. Little in-the-ground stakes.
Those are cute.
Oh, we've got a much bigger selection of harvest wreaths today. A little Halloween, too. I kind of like the really big, bright one. I was probably going to get it anyway, and then...
It lights up.
It lights up. Well, show us. It was like red. I wonder if it changed.
It did? Oh, I didn't know if it was.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, red. I thought I saw green too. Oh, twinkles.
Oh.
Patterns. Okay, cool.
Yep, I'm sold.
I like the Scarecrow. He's $250. He'll sit. I think he's totally worth it. I guess I'm gonna get the Scarecrow. It's not like I don't have Scarecrows. You know, I just don't have them out yet, like after the Halloween stuff. It says I'm kind of a big deal, and it's got Woodstock on it, and it's like Charlie Brown's shirt, and just for reference with my hand, it's really big. A lot of new stuff in here this week. Those cubbies are new, and there's a lot. Somebody gave away a lot of storage things, some of it nicer than others, and there's a lot of stuff. Here's table trays. I never seen them in black before, but that's... I looked through the Christmas linens, but there really wasn't a lot. I got this one towel, and it's okay, but hopefully there'll be more coming. Almost, but not quite. This one says harvest time. I guess it's a cornucopia. That one's probably it's a no too. Oh, look, it's a, oh God, why can't I remember what those angels are? But I don't, anyway. You guys know the angels. That's it. It's probably came from Hallmark store. It's official. It's only one-sided though. But $2. But yeah, I don't know that fabric. I don't know that it would hold up good outside. She didn't know I had started recording. It's cool. No, I mean, we could have staged it, but we didn't. I was just going to say that Micho is getting a new toy, and we're very hopeful about this being entertaining and not falling apart for at least more than 5 minutes.
Yes. Leave my stuff alone.
Michelle has had a lot to say about this sweater. First off, she wants to know where the rest of it is. And secondly,
it's like they slaughtered Oscar the Grouch for it.
Might be cutting up a little bit now. I said, oh, here you go, Michelle. It's quilted. It's quilted like toilet tissue. Why is there fabric that hurts your eyes that bad? But Michelle said this would be a good Charlie and the Chocolate Factory cosplay shirt, if I could tolerate having it on. And we keep on pulling this shirt out because it keeps on appealing to us, and it's been here for weeks, and then we see what it is and we put it back.
Thank you for the...
It's a piece of rebar so she can hammer it into the ground and get her tombstones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ground's been it was a little hard this fall, and she couldn't get her Halloween decorations in the ground, so... Yep. Well, Don gave you a nice long piece so you won't have to bend over. Just don't tell me you hit your hand or Connor hit his hand with the hammer.
Oh, he shouldn't.
Don't miss. Don't miss. Don't miss. We had a good time. There might be a bin of Legos here. A nice bin. It's all unopened bags from some set. So there's probably, usually what that means is bag one's missing. They got bored with it, and then the rest of it's here. But maybe bag one is open and in a Ziploc. You never can tell. But usually I can. Bag one never has specialty pieces. It's the insides and stuff, so.
I can't wait to see, like, if you found anything.
I'll let you know.
Yeah,
I'll let you know what's in there.
I wish I could go through it with you.
Well, come to the house.
Yeah.
Well, I went home really fast and then turned around and came back out with Johnny. I am filming because there's a really sweet white plaid Model S there. We're running a few errands and then we're going to Right Meow. So Johnny just got their drink at Right Meow. They have a lot of tuxedo kitties in the cat room. There are over 18 kitties here up for adoption right now, including a special needs tuxedo that has wobbly cat syndrome. He was so cute. So there were some brand new gold toe socks for Johnny. And Johnny got a pair of sweatpants and an Izod sweatshirt. I got a pair of black leggings. Happy New Year mini flag. I don't think I had a Happy New Year, so I'm glad about that. This is the Starbucks mugs, South Carolina. I have North Carolina over here on the table, the lighthouse. And I figured when you live in North Carolina, adjoining states count. And then right as we were leaving, they put out this plant pot. Has a hole in it of the kitty cat. So I thought that was pretty adorable. And you saw the scarecrow, which I've already set someplace. But here's the Legos that were in that bin. And you might be able to see in there infinite recharge, and then there's also some bricks in there that say city scraper. This is 2 sets of first Lego League table game Legos, so it's almost all Technique bricks and a lot of it's brand new. These are black windows. You know, I used a lot of black windows up recently. This is a gold mine of bricks for me. Like I said, most of them were never opened. So, pretty amazing. Yeah, City Shaper, which I think me and the kids, maybe we did that one. I don't remember. And Infinite Recharge. So, some kids. This is what was in the goodie bag from Michelle. This came from Target. That's pretty cool. It's a kitty cat, scary doctor with a potion bottle, Squishmallow. The mint chocolate chip Squishmallow I coveted last week when she bought this big set at Guardian Angel. This was Adopt a Cat. She thinks she's being funny with Dawn, I'm sure, the little black kitty. And then this skeleton pillow. And I think these two things, they came from, the two big cat things came from Target. Time for bag 12. Well, 12 and 13 essentially built his butt and tail feathers. That's all I'm going to do for tonight.